Pencil power. Hello, art venturers. In this video, we are going to be learning 6 ways to draw the foundations of a face from front view. All of these methods are very beginner friendly, and we're going to be using a super simple way to just place in the features of the face. So let's start with that. Later on, I'm going to show you guys in a future video all the different fun things you can do with this. But for now, it's literally just going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. That's it, 4 lines. Actually, let's add the eyebrows if we want. So 4, 6 lines. All right, that's how we're going to be putting the features in the face on these different foundations. And the different foundations are called the oval, the anime, the triangle, the gemstone, sunglasses, and monkey. All right, and they're going to get progressively slightly more complex, perhaps. And I don't think there's one method that's just better than the rest. So it's really all about what you prefer and what kind of face you're trying to draw. So try them all out and see which ones you like. And actually let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. I'm curious what works for you guys the best. And so let's get started. The first one is the oval face. So I think I might do these all side by side. We'll see. If I run out of space, I'll start a new layer. But the oval face is basically just when you draw an oval of some sort. You know, it's going to be taller than it is wide. And aside from that, it's basically just an oval. And if you can subdivide it in half both ways, you're going to get the area for the eyes, which we'll do as 2 lines. The nose, maybe somewhere around halfway down. Depending on the person's face, it could be higher or lower. We're not going to worry about that yet. And then maybe a third of the way down, probably not halfway, a little closer to the nose than it is to the chin, we put a line for the mouth. And then that's basically it. You've already laid in the foundations for your face. You can put 2 lines coming down for the neck, and then these diagonal lines coming out. We'll just do that for now for the neck. I have some easy neck drawing methods, which I'll also share in future videos, but I want to keep this focused on the 6 foundational faces. Of course, you can throw some eyebrows in there too, and the ears will come right here between the eyes and the nose. Should be where you place the ears. And then from here, you can, sculpt your face, give it a little bit more pronounced angles for the jaws, or however you want to take it from there. But it gives you a basic foundation from which to work. You know, you might want to square off the head a little bit too, but basically, you've got your face laid out, ready to put the features and all the rest of the stuff. So that's the oval. Next, we have the anime. This one's very common. I always see this when it's especially anime drawing, but all sorts of drawings. It's starting off with a circle, then you drop a line right down the center, going down past the circle, maybe about half the distance of the circle, coming down again. And then you've got 2 lines tapering inwards, and then tapering inwards again to create a point for the chin. From here, you can divide the top circle in half. These are going to be the eyebrows, roughly where the eyebrows are. So somewhere in between here and the bottom of the circle, you're going to put your 2 lines for the eyes. And then somewhere around right where the circle, the bottom of the circle, maybe a little lower, but again, depends on the face. You put the nose, and then a line for the mouth. We'll do our basic neck, throw in some ears, bada bing, bada boom. You got your head shape laid out using the anime method. So we've got oval anime. Next we're going to be doing the triangle. So the triangle starts off with an upside down triangle. What a surprise. And from here, we're actually going to build the face from the bottom up. I think is actually easier if you're just getting started. So somewhere around here, you're going to put a line all the way across. That's going to be the mouth. And then coming up a little ways, a line for the nose. And then coming up, touching the edges of this triangle. See, it's a pretty thin triangle, but you'll see you can try different types of triangles and you'll get different types of faces. You'll do the 2 lines. And now you're going to build the face around it. So kind of using, you could either go a rounded shape like this. You could do 2 straight lines like that, depending on, how square you want the jaws, what kind of face you're creating. And then coming up from the top, you can add a little bit more of the, where the brain chills, cranium, if you will. Give him some ears. And that's it. You've created it, a face using triangle method. And probably the eyebrows are going to be lower, and some people's eyebrows are very low. So that's why I didn't want to go too much into the eyebrows, because, that's actually a whole nother video topic. But, the eyebrows are somewhere above the eyes. That's going to be my big tip for that right now. Next, we have the gemstone method. Ooh la la. Gemstones look like this, in case you don't know. They can be cut in many different ways. But this is, one of the typical cuts. And so that's why it's called a gemstone. So what we're going to do is first we're going to draw a circle, like in the anime method. And then we are going to kind of have the top of the gemstone, which is like a, top of a triangle thing, and then drop it down. But instead of just doing it straight, let's have that taper inwards a little bit. Instead of straight up and down, see how it's kind of coming inwards a little bit. And then finishing off the gemstone at the bottom there. And then from here, right around maybe where, somewhere around this area. Instead of putting lines, you could do circles, but we're going to get into that in another video. Just putting the 2 lines right about where, the bottom meets the circle. Anyways, right around there. And then you've got the nose is going to be a little bit below the circle. The mouth below that, obviously. And that's it. Putting in the neck, putting in the ears. And there you go. So you've got the oval, the anime, the triangle, and the gemstone. Now the final 2 are sunglasses and monkey. So let's go ahead and create a new page. Get a new page out. So for the sunglasses, just like what you might imagine, we're gonna start off by drawing some sunglasses. A kind of blobby sunglass shape. And then actually just building the face from around that. So the edges of the sunglasses will show the width of the face. Put a little bit on top for the top of the head, and then put some on bottom for the bottom of the, I don't know if it's the bottom of the head, but the bottom part below the sunglasses. And then right about in the middle of the sunglasses, you got your eyes. A little ways down, you got your nose. Below that, you got your mouth. Pop the ears in between the eyes and the nose. And then again, you got the neck and the trapezius, just to lay it in there. And so that's the 5th method. And the final one, the most complex, also perhaps the most interesting, is the monkey method. So this one, we're going to use the gemstone shape again, but elongate it. It's kind of like the sunglasses. If you put a thing there, you'll see this is where the nose is going to be. But for now, we'll leave it more simple. So this shape, and then underneath it, we're going to do kind of a long U. Okay? And then you'll see why this is called the monkey method when you put in the eyes somewhere, right where the eyes would be if this was like a sunglass kind of thing, or a mask. The nose is going to be a little bit below that, and then the mouth. And then we're just going to take the edge and connect it like that. But you see this kind of shape is somewhat simian. And we'll put the top of the head above that. And that's it. This has been 6 different ways, really easy ways you can lay in the foundation of the face. Let's give this guy more monkey ears to fit the vibe. So yeah, let me know which one worked the best for you. If you want me to elaborate on any one of them in particular in a future video. And I wanted to create a sign-off, but I don't have one yet. So I'm just going to yell once again. Pencil power. All right.